Hi, my name is Mike, the Healer Gut Guy. I healed myself of a bunch of intestinal inflammation. I had Crohn's disease and some colitis, and I had inflammation all throughout my gut. And I want to share with you in this video, watch this video, because I want to show you how I fixed my gut inflammation enjoyably. I wasn't on boring diets. I wasn't doing, well, I did do all these things, but these things didn't work and they weren't enjoyable. But I want to show you how to get to the root cause of inflammation. And the problem with inflammation nowadays, or the people educating us about inflammation, is they don't know what inflammation is. You watch some of the biggest names in holistic health, Dr. Axe, Dr. Berg, you go to your GI doctor, they do not know what inflammation is. Doesn't everybody know what inflammation is? Inflammation is when your skin or your body part becomes puffy and red, and can hurt. That's inflammation, but that's only describing it as at the surface, because most people treat inflammation like it's a tumor that needs to be cut out of the body, and this is completely wrong. We need to get our language right if we want a prayer, some semblance of hope. We need to be able to talk the language correctly if we want to get better. If we're all speaking goo-goo gaga language, which is what GI doctors and what a lot of holistic practitioners are doing nowadays, we're never going to get better. We're just going to talk in circles all day long. So inflammation, if you look up what inflammation is on Wikipedia or on a website, you'll get a pretty good definition. And it is the body's reaction to injury, to some sort of an injury. It's the body's response to injury. This is how the body heals. It becomes inflamed. Think about if you're like remodeling a house or fixing something, anything, it's usually not a straightforward process. There's usually a mess involved. Things are temporarily out of service. And this is what the inflammation process is for the body. So let's think about it. Like if you break your arm, there's a lot of reconstruction that needs to go on here. So in order to keep you from using your arm and making things worse, it's going to be painful to touch it. This pain is a temporary cast to let it heal without you, going to play baseball or play hockey while you have this broken arm. It's going to hurt to motivate you to keep still and to not use it so the body can do its thing. Inflammation is the body sending water to the site of injury. Water is part of the healing process. It's sending extra blood. It's sending extra nutrients. It's sending extra specialty cells to help reconstruct this area. But what a lot of modern doctors and holistic doctors do is, all right, there's inflammation. We need to cut it out. We need to suppress it. I'm not joking around when I say they actively want to cut it out, medicate it out of existence, and there is a time and a place where we need to reduce inflammation. But in general, just the way that it's talked about is very detrimental to our health, because inflammation is healing. We don't even use the word healing correctly. Healing it has Germanic origins, though it means to make whole again. It can be used in different contexts, but how can the body be made whole again? Inflammation is the process of the body attempting to make this organ or this body part whole again, trying to transform it back into its pre-injury state. That's what inflammation is trying to do. That's healing. This food is healing me. Oh, this medication is healing me. Oh, this supplement is healing me. No, it's not. Your cells are healing you. Your brain tells your cells what to do. And inflammation is the healing, and then we go, I want to heal, and then we go and we take some anti-inflammatory medication, or we put ice on it, and there's a time and a place for that. But we need to start speaking correctly. We need to start speaking with a sliver of, a sliver of logic, in our speech. Otherwise, we are just going to keep traveling in the wrong direction. So what do you do when inflammation doesn't go away? What do you do when you have these autoimmune conditions and the inflammation keeps coming back? The inflammation keeps coming back because we are doing something to injure our gut on a normal basis, on a regular basis, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. So, a lot of us, and previously myself, I believe that this was caused by infection or caused by hard to digest foods, et cetera, et cetera. But the main source of inflammation is actually stress related. It's caused by putting an organ into overdrive. So people with gut issues, they're suffering from a stressful event, and they perceive this stressful situation as something hard to digest. So if it's Crohn's disease, it's indigestible anger. I can't believe this person did this to me, and I'm angry about it. And so what the gut does is it starts to develop extra gut cells to produce extra digestive juices to help digest this hard to digest thing in your life. This process is controlled by the brainstem, the oldest part of the brain. It does not know the difference between food, like food that's actually inside us, and things in our life we're trying to digest. And so, and we'll see so if we look at someone's brain scan when this is happening, there'll be a sharp concentric rings in the CT brain scan in the brainstem. Now, when this conflict gets resolved, these gut cells are no longer needed, and the inflammation process comes in to remove these extra gut cells with the help of bacteria and fungi. So this inflammation is getting rid of these extra cells, and then, when it gets removed, there's like this crater, and there's this open wound right here, and so the inflammation is also trying to heal that as well, once that gets removed. And so if the stress is reoccurring, you're in a fight, you're out of a fight, you're in a fight, you're out of a fight, and we need extra cells, okay, now we get rid of them. Oh, we need extra cells, oh, now we get rid of them. Oh, we need extra cells, now we get rid of them. And it turns into a complete mess. Now, this is just for the gut. There's other forms of inflammation where we're just going to talk about the gut for this one, but I have other videos on different organs and tissues in the body. But inflammation, when we have unexplained inflammation in the body, we want to take the German New Medicine approach and go, okay, what organ is in overdrive? And then you go to learninggnm.com, you look at the organ, you look at the conflict theme. Oh, it's a self-evaluation conflict. All right, am I in the conflict active phase, or am I in the healing phase? You have all these doctors talking about anti-inflammatory diets. It is just literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Anti-inflammatory diet? What does that even mean? I'm going on language. Let's use our language correctly. I'm on an anti-inflammatory diet. I'm on foods that cause less injury to the body. Well, okay. This is where our language shapes our world. It shapes our perception. Oh, okay, I'm on easy to digest foods. Oh, gluten, it's tearing holes in my gut. Oh, dairy, baby food, it's killing me. This is ridiculous. We live in such a privileged society nowadays. I'm from Ukraine, and I was helping, we were feeding people in our city after we got out. And one of my holistic friends, they saw that we were sending them like Snickers bars and normal modern day food, and she flipped out and was like, I'm not feeding people this garbage food. We're like, hey, it's a freaking war zone. We're just getting the food that we can get to them. And that's the way it was 100 years ago. You were lucky if you had something to eat. People weren't afraid of wheat. People weren't afraid of dairy. I don't want to get too off tangent here, but there is no such thing as an anti-inflammatory diet. You can have an anti-inflammatory lifestyle, kind of, But these stressful events that put organs into overdrive, they're unexpected. You can't plan for them. You can't plan for them. That's why they're called a conflict shock. They're unexpected. It puts you on your ass unexpectedly, and it puts an organ into overdrive to help you overcome the situation. So the best thing that you can do for these autoimmune conditions is identify the conflict, resolve it, and keep it resolved. And you're probably going to have some tracks, things that remind you of it. Resolve those tracks. I know this is very abstract terminology and is probably not making sense, but me and my team, I have 3 or 4 different coaches now inside my rapid gut healing program. You sign up, you instantly get into our Facebook group where I answer your questions every single day in detail, and my coaches will answer your questions every single day in detail, and we also do 3 to 4 live Q&As on a Zoom call every week. It's an insane value, but I also have a free 30-day plan down below. This 30-day plan shows you everything you need to do to heal your gut for absolutely free, and many people heal just by watching my free YouTube videos. But if you would like my assistance in getting the inflammation out of your body, no matter where it is, whether it's in your stomach or in your joints or on your face or wherever, I can help you do that by getting to the root cause, which German New Medicine tells us that it's from an unexpected conflict shock. But your homework for this video, and this is important because the way you use language reveals how you see the world. And if you're talking like the average everyday holistic doctor or modern doctor and they're going, anti-inflammatory this, oh, inflammation's bad, cut it out of the body, it's just a stupid way to think. It's the body's response to injury. You don't want to cut out inflammation. You want to find what the injury is and remove the source of injury. And don't over-exaggerate the source of injury into foods like gluten and dairy. That's stupid. I used to do it too. I understand it, but it's dumb. And you need to get it out of your head. You can tolerate energy and nutrients no matter what form it's in. If you react to it, it's a psychological thing, and you need to slap it out of your head, okay? I used to be the same way. I understand it, and I was hit upside the head with German New Medicine, and guess what? I had coffee this morning. It was delicious. I had bread this morning. It was delicious. I had a croissant this morning. It was delicious. And then I had a nice form stool with no gut aches or anything like that. What's going on here, just use the word correctly, and you will slowly start to be guided in the right direction. Okay? I know this was a little bit of a rant, but I've been doing the YouTube video reviews, and it just makes me insane to hear doctors and health professionals use this anti-inflammatory language. It's really ridiculous, and it's confusing a lot of people. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Leave your comments down below. Am I right? Am I wrong? I know I'm right, but anyways, debate about it down below. Start some drama with the vegans or something. Yeah, guys. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.